What's up, She's Not Selling Sisters? We got a great episode for you where we're diving into the 3 big mistakes that top closers make. We're teaching you how not to do this. So grab your pen and paper. We'll see you on the inside. Oh, girl, you need a top up.
I do. Look at my...
You do.
Oh, I love our straws. Look the same.
Lipstick. That's how you know we're baddies.
Oh, gosh. Mine's out.
Excuse me. Can I have some more?
Can I have some more?
Have some more,
Colonel?
Honestly, I just want to start this off by saying yeehaw or
Yeah.
arr. I don't know if it's giving like cowboy or pirate.
Oh,
Glitterati.
I think cowboy. Cowgirl.
Paris Hilton in this bitch.
I mean, whatever. It doesn't matter. You're rocking it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think hats suit you.
Yeah, I'm becoming like a hat person. Having like a Pharrell Williams moment.
Yeah.
Next time they see you, I'm gonna have like a 6-foot hat on my head. Like, hey.
Berets, beanies, bandanas. Like, there's lots of hats.
We need to wear our pink bandanas.
Yeah.
Okay, that's coming. That's gonna be on the next one.
I did try to rock mine and I looked terrible. So that's somewhere I don't know where.
No, do you know what we're going to do? We're going to have bandanas. We'll get the glasses on like the European look.
Oh,
yeah, that'd be good.
Okay.
That'd be
and
really good.
Aperol spritzers because it's European summer right now.
And then a cigarette. I won't light mine because I don't smoke, but it's the look that matters.
Exactly. We're just going for the look.
It's the aesthetic. Speaking of, though, taking things at face value leads us perfectly into today's episode. Got a bit of a story for you here because I think this is going to like link in. So one of like the big mistakes that we make in sales is taking things at face value, right?
Yeah.
So that's going to be the first one. Now, the story that links to that is when I first started, when I was a little green closer, as you remember.
Little Tashi.
Yeah, little Tashi. Oof.
Oh,
You stay there.
yeah.
Let's not do that. I would take everything at face value. So someone was like, oh, let me think about it. I'm going to come right back to you. I'd be like, okay. Or they'd be like, no, now's a really bad like time in my life. It's really busy. Like I'll start next month. I'm like, yeah, no worries. I didn't serve anyone with that mentality.
Do you remember I messaged you after your first day? Or maybe it was your first week, but I was like, how are you going? And you were like, so good.
God.
I'm like, where's all your sales then?
Was that 4 sales out of the whole week? And then because it was pumping back then. And like 5 follow-ups. But they're all going to come through. Don't worry.
We all have that moment.
Yeah.
I did that to Scott too. Like I would come in and he'd be like, how'd you go? And I was like, yeah, so good. Like
Slay.
all these women want to take me out for coffee. We're like best friends. Like they're just running it past us. We're all good. We're going to piff tomorrow. Piff tomorrow.
No
He's like,
skin in the game, by the way. No deposits down, nothing.
right, nothing. Just
Nothing.
their word.
The word.
And ghosted every time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
was so
we've all
naive.
been there. I mean, like,
I know. Yeah.
that's how I knew sales to be is like you just be their best friend.
Right. Because super different in MLM. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Mine was also like, I think I had the mentality of, I would never do that to someone. So why would someone do that to me? That was a very quick lesson of life of like, not everyone's going to treat you the way that you're wanting to treat them. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Do you know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
Like I would never ghost someone and be like, if I wasn't going to come and make this decision,
Yeah.
I would then tell you.
Right.
I would never hear from these women again.
Yeah. But that's hard, Tash. That's hard. It's hard to tell someone that you like that actually I don't want to do this.
Right.
So you say things like, yeah, like, oh my God, I've loved chatting to you. And like, I will 100% get back to you. It's going to be like, yeah, this week.
They got the fingers crossed behind the back.
Yeah,
while
it's
they say
like,
that.
okay.
100%.
Yep. And I don't know what happens in your mind, but you just take it and you're like, okay, yeah, of course. Like, that's fine. I mean, do you need longer than a week? Like, oh yeah, why don't we stretch it out across fucking
10
80
years.
months? Like you just say all this garbage because
Right.
you think that's what they want to hear.
Yeah.
And you're trying to be liked.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
Great closers don't need to be liked. Great human beings in general don't need to be liked. Leaders don't need to be liked. They
No.
need to be respected.
Respected.
How do you respect someone? By pulling them on their truth.
Right,
Calling
exactly.
them on their bullshit.
Exactly. So we're going to do the 3 mistakes.
3.
Because there are 3. And I'm going to talk about specifically with women because I think men have a slightly I would change my 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But
Nice.
with women in particular, we're going to talk about 3 things, 3 mistakes that women make in sales that unfortunately lead to
It's costing them commissions, baby.
no sale.
this case, X does not mark the spot. X marks the no sale.
Yes, the red, the big fat red across your
And
calendar.
that's so crappy. I still have like some red trauma.
Yeah, I know. Like I love red, but now I'm like,
Green,
yeah, dark green.
Green.
Only. So for context, in the remote sales world, you will have to color code your calendar. So when you take a call, if it's a no sale, so they've said no, they're not ready to walk through that door, you have to mark it as red.
Yeah, we need to know the outcome.
Yeah. And like, I mean, red in general, stop, right? Like a traffic light,
Exactly.
red. So
Yeah.
green is go, green is a sale. So you want to see a calendar of greens.
Yeah, 100%. That's your payday. That's your big payday.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Do you know, I was actually just showing, I was speaking to someone on the phone and I pulled up your calendar. There was a month in January, you did like 10,000 in a week.
Yeah, I also saw that on Freedom Summit. Hey, your calendar's up. I'm like, of course it is, baby. Bang, bang, let's go.
Bang, bang, let's
Bang,
go.
bang, let's go.
There's just 1 week in January that I'm like, holy fuck, girl. Like 10K in a week.
Yeah.
And obviously, like every week after that, you do equally as good. But like, it's just that one, it's just like a sea of green.
Yeah.
Speaking of colors. So, mistake number one.
Yes.
Do you know what it is?
Is it the face value thing, right?
Right.
Thank God, because otherwise I gave the wrong story. Thank God.
So, mistake number one is you took her words at face value and you didn't get her to speak her truth.
You didn't probe. You didn't bother.
Right.
That's what I take from it. You didn't bother.
You didn't bother. And that's the thing. Women are so good at being able to identify elephants in the room. Okay?
Yeah.
So like, you cannot tell me you don't know. You know when there's resistance. You know when they're not speaking their truth.
Yes.
You know when they're minimizing. You know all those things.
Hesitation.
Correct.
Yeah.
And it takes a freaking elite closer to be able to call that out.
Yep.
I want to give Vivian, fam, a shout out.
Oh, love her. Love you, Viv.
We reviewed one of her calls today, and so we've done 2 back-to-back calls for Viv. One was before she sells, and then one was after.
Ooh.
And the one that was the challenging that she was doing, the holding up the mirror, the mama energy, like the tough love that they need to hear, it was all there.
Wow.
And you know how it was received? Like, because this woman was minimizing. She was saying, I've been dieting for 40 years. Like, but my life isn't that bad. I've got a good job. I've got good friends.
That's only 40 years of hating myself.
Right. Anyway, so she's minimizing and Viv goes, whoa, can I just, like, I could be wrong here. And she actually says, like, you're minimizing, like, this problem right now. Like, why are you doing that? And she's like, yeah, fair. Wow.
Yeah.
Respect.
Yeah.
Leadership.
Yep.
In that moment. So do the damn hard thing. It's not, yes, it's hard to hold up the mirror for someone. Yes, it's hard to tell people what they need to hear, not what they want to hear. Yes, it's uncomfortable for you to tell someone they got bad breath. But guess what? For them, it's their best interest. You're saying it in their best interest because it's going to help them move. It's going to help them change. It's going to help them realize the weight of something, right?
100%. Absolutely. Breath check. I'm fine. You said that. I was like, wait a second.
No, your breath definitely doesn't smell. Well, I can't smell it.
No, but it's true though. Like it's saying the uncomfortable thing in the moment for the long-term gain, not only of yourself, but it's for the person in front of you. Elite powerhouse closers this is why I always say we are in the business of helping people. We're in the business of people. You need to actively love the person. I have made multiple people cry and not like in a way where it's like, oh my God, Tash, you're so amazing. They've been like, fuck, you're really calling me out right now. Like, the fuck is wrong with you? But I've been like, yeah, sit with that for a second.
Yeah.
And then they do. And you know what happens? They fight through that. They get through on the other end. And then how many women this week alone have been like, thank you. Thank you for challenging me, Tash. Thank you for fucking calling me on my bullshit when I couldn't call myself on that shit.
Yeah.
Because you know what would have happened if I took their word at face value? Little Tashy back then, those girls would have still been hating their lives.
Right. And like, honestly, it still happens to me to this day.
Of course.
Like I had a sales call just earlier today with a referral from someone from a community, and she like told me she needs to talk to her husband about which payment option, and I almost just let her walk away. Right. I was like, yeah, okay, like that's fine. And then I was like, so do you want to reconnect? And I'm like, Brooke, you little bitch. You little bitch. I was like, you know she wants to do this. You know her husband is supportive. What the fuck are you doing?
Right.
So I was like, girl, I know we both know you're going to do this, right? And I was like, I could feel my heart racing. Like, this still happens to me.
Of course, yeah.
Because it's uncomfortable.
Yes.
That doesn't mean it's wrong. In fact, it actually means it's right. So I said to her, girl, I know you want to do this.
Yeah.
We both know your husband is going to be supportive. Like, what's holding you back?
What's stopping you?
And she was like, look, it's just that she said some stuff. And I was like, okay, well, let's do this then. Let's put down 500.
Right.
You can have that conversation.
Skin
We're
in the
reconnecting
game.
tomorrow. Exactly.
Yes.
And she was like a bit fumbly, but she's like, all right, I know I need to do this.
Perfect.
Boom, done.
Yep.
Now, like, I would never ask anyone to do something that I wouldn't do myself. So like when I caught myself being like, what the fuck are you doing right now? I was like, nah, this ain't flying. How can I stand up in my community and be like, oh, I do it if I'm not actually willing to do it?
Exactly. You can only be moving from a place of authenticity and integrity when you're actually practicing what you preach. It's the moment that you stop doing that, then that's when everything else that you post feels icky.
Exactly.
You know internally that you're not doing it.
Exactly.
Right?
How can I get people to lead and have mama energy when I can't do that myself?
You have to embody it first.
Right.
So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
And to the woman who put down the fucking money. Because we know it. Like, it takes balls.
It does.
Right? But you do forget at the end of the day, right? You are your own person. Yes, there are other people that you can take into account, but if you really want to do something, you're going to do it. And then you are going to respect the person who calls you out on that to remind you that you are the one with the power.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly right.
And that's what you did today.
Exactly.
Perfectly.
Yep.
But
I was able to not buy into her story.
That's it.
Because that's all it is, right?
Yeah.
You buy into someone's story and then you ask the closer like, oh, what happened here? And you're like, oh, well, you know, she said that she is actually had to go because of blah, blah. And then you can hear yourself repeating the story and all of a sudden it becomes obvious.
Yeah.
Exactly. There was nowhere she needed to be.
Yeah, no.
There was no reason it was going to take all week.
Exactly.
No, that's a story.
Yeah.
And you bought into it. Shame
Yeah.
on you because you closed that door wide shut.
Yeah. And I love that.
Wide shut.
Yeah.
You closed that
kinda
door
like
wide
that,
shut.
though.
Yeah, me
You
too.
closed that door wide shut.
Yeah.
Close that door wide shut. Let's go.
You close that door wide shut.
Takes the girl out of Perth, can't take the perf out of the girl. I love that though, but we get it all the time in the community. So you'll have women be like, oh, Tash, but in an objection handling session, they'll be like, yeah, but like I need to run things past my partner. So what if they say this? And I'm like, you're literally, whatever you're internalizing is just externalizing. And then you're going to accept that as truth because you're thinking it's their truth.
Yeah.
Even if it is their truth though, your job is to challenge.
Exactly.
Your job is to challenge, to hold up the mirror and see how that's taken, right? How they respond is not on you,
No, it's not.
but it's how you then respond back.
Exactly. And if you think something's expensive and you go talk to your husband, what do you think
do you
you're
think?
going to find? What do you think he's going to say?
It's going to validate you.
Exactly. And then you're like,
gonna
okay,
validate
great. Yeah, glad I didn't do that.
Yeah.
It's like you need to be willing to take that first step, get a bit uncomfortable.
Yeah.
500 is still a lot of money.
Yeah.
500, well,
For a lot of people,
for
it
a
is
lot of people,
money. It is.
exactly.
Yeah.
$500 down is commitment. I'm doing this.
Exactly.
The conversation then becomes constructive, collaborative.
Exactly.
How are we going to do this? Not
Yeah.
can
Hey,
we do
I
it?
really want to do this.
Right.
I've already done this. How can we make the rest work?
Right.
But she only got there because her closer didn't take her at face value.
Exactly. I spoke into her truth and I was like, girl, I'm confused. Like, you want to do this? What are we doing?
Yeah, but you met her,
I
which
did.
was really lovely.
Yeah. So how do you do it then, right?
Yeah.
You need to call it forward,
Yeah.
not out. So this is very important because you need to be intentional with your language here. If you're like, hey, this is not making sense, I'm calling her out.
Yeah.
And no one likes to be called out. They're gonna be like, shrink.
Shrink.
Yep.
Yeah, teacher's telling me off.
Exactly. If I call her forward with empathy and I'm like, hey, I'm going to hold your hand when I say this, or like, hey, this is going to be a little bit uncomfortable. Like, can I tell you what you need to hear right now? I'm framing it up so she's expecting it. And then
Yeah.
I say it from a place of love where I'm like, I need you to hear this. I say it every time.
Yeah.
There's not one time where I've ever been met with like an abrupt, or, they've been offended. They've always been like, wow.
I always think that's energy though. So we can talk about like tonality and pacing and pausing and everything like that, but also it is the energy.
It's the energy.
It's the best sales tip I've ever heard in my life. Was way back in the day. The guy's dead now. But he was like, literally, you love the person.
Totally.
You love the person, that's it.
It's such a high frequency love. And the way I always tell the girls is like, if you imagine like a younger sibling or a very close friend
Your best friend.
is doing some dumb shit. Like when
Yes.
I was close to sitting you down and being like, girl, with all these fucking same guys, like just treating you the way that they were.
I did.
Right?
Myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, I love you so much that
Yeah.
I would sit you down and told you what was hard for me to say, but like
Yeah.
something that you needed to hear. And you
Yeah.
would feel that genuine energy.
Exactly.
When I reviewed Vivian's call and she was doing that calling out, or sorry,
Yeah.
that calling forward,
Yeah.
it was so genuine. It was the most genuine I'd seen her in the entire call. And I was like,
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
There's no way she can be offended by that because you're holding her. You're holding that
Exactly.
space and you're like, hey,
Yeah.
this is what's going to move you.
We do it to each other all the time. Remember, we did it the other day.
Yeah.
When I called you out on something, then you overcame it.
Yeah.
But there's never any malice because we call each other in our shit
Right.
But then we're there for each other to work through that as well. It's the same thing as you do with a closer. You still have to be there. You don't just call someone forward and then you leave.
No.
You call them forward and then give them practical tools on how we can move forward together.
Exactly. You
to
can't
make it
just call
work.
someone forward and then be like, okay, cool,
Bye.
next thing, next question.
Yeah.
They don't know what to do once they've been called forward.
Exactly.
So you have to then ask the questions.
You show them the way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I love that.
I know.
Okay, give me number two. Give me number two.
Number two. This is a big one as well.
Oh, okay.
Number two is you try to convince instead of lead.
Oh, yuck. I'm already out.
Yeah. Convincing sounds like this. Oh my God, but we're so amazing. And like all the women in the program do this. And like I've been there and like this, like just constantly shoving something down someone's throat.
Yeah. And then I might say
Convincing.
something as a prospect to you and be like, yeah, but I'm looking for a community. And if you're convincing me, you might be like, yeah,
Oh,
but like
yeah.
you don't need the community because we have XYZ instead.
Yeah.
That's what you want.
Yep, exactly. What's the first three letters of convince?
Con. I love that.
Yeah.
That's the first time I've ever thought of that.
Con.
I love that.
It is. You're literally
It's a trick.
conning. Yeah, it is. It's a trick.
Wow.
You're convincing someone to do something. You're literally grabbing their hand and
Yeah.
like basically getting them to sign on the dotted line.
Ew.
Ew, exactly. You're pushing them from behind.
Yeah, that's the icky sales, the sales nature right there. When you try
Yep.
to convince someone,
Yep.
you shouldn't have to convince anyone of anything, right? If someone, okay, here's the cool reframe that I like because obviously some women are like, oh yeah, but like are the leads hot that I'm going to be talking to? Are they warm? Blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay, look, if they've taken time to see an ad and they've clicked on the ad and then they filled out a questionnaire specifically, there's a questionnaire, and then they've taken time to talk to a setter, they've had a conversation with someone. Now, by the time they get to you, they've had like 7 interactions with a few different people, given the information. They need something. Your job isn't then to convince us to find out what the problem is and to see if you actually have the solution for that problem.
Right.
Right?
Yep.
And if you do, you actually have the solution, you don't need to convince.
No.
At all.
You don't.
Yeah.
You're literally like paving the way. If you get them to be anchored in their vision of where they're going, the
Yeah.
decision is easy.
Exactly.
That stepping off the wrong train becomes easy. It doesn't have to be hard.
They'll be jumping off the train.
Exactly. They'll be like, get me off.
Get me on your train.
Today, the woman was like, all right, let's go. What are we doing?
Yeah.
She was ready.
That's nice.
And I got her that point, and that wasn't done through convincing.
Yeah.
Like if we actually break down convincing and we look at what energetic frequency that lives within, it's desire. And desire is chasing.
Yeah.
So like you're literally looking at a person and being like, you owe me money. I'm going to chase you until you give it to me.
Yeah.
And that is why we get commission breath. It's
Yeah.
why people can feel that energy. Like you're being salesy. There's pressure.
Yep, it's repellent.
Right.
Yeah.
And for some people, that becomes too much. They end up just doing it. But then like a couple of days or even weeks later, they're like, I felt pressured. I need to quit. Because they weren't compelled to take that step off. They were
Yeah.
pushed.
Yeah. Yeah. No, they need to be on board with you 100%. And as you tap more into like this self-development and self-work and energetics, you'll start to pick up on the nuances of people's energetic shifts on a call. And you'll pick that up.
Yeah.
Because I could still be saying to Brooke, yeah, like I definitely really want to do this 100%. And I'm like, yeah, let's do like a payment plan. But if Brooke is really tapped in, which she is, she'd still be like, I'm still kind of sensing something here.
Yeah.
I've done that so much, even though the sale is right in my hands. I'm like, I'm not going to service this person correctly to the full by just taking their money and saying, see you later. I can still sense that something's going on. Even when women have been like, okay, I'll give you my credit card. I'm like, yeah, okay, we'll get to that. Actually, something here is a bit off.
Yeah. Let's pause.
Yeah, let's pause. That's great. Because again, you're showing people you're not there to just take your money. You're not there to convince them and shove them into a program and make them fit. You're there because you actually care.
Right. You'll never believe. A creator, another sales trainer who happens to have the same name as me.
Oh, I wonder who that is.
Yeah. She did a post the other day that was like, and I don't even know how I seen it actually. Just I think someone was stitching it and
Right.
it came up on my feed. And she
Probably
was like,
good old Orlando.
yeah,
Good
far
stitch.
out. I'm like, Orlando, you do know I've like blocked this woman. I don't want to see her stuff. And I'm seeing it all the time. Because we have very different sales philosophies,
Yeah.
very polar opposites.
Yeah.
She posted a video the other day that was like, if you are telling people that sales is genuine, you are lying to their face. She was like, you have to be a sociopath to be good at sales. All the top salespeople are sociopaths. They like literally go on and on and on about how sales isn't genuine.
Sorry?
Right. Right. And so like I listened to that and I could feel anger, like just because I was like, I'm literally out here trying to change the way sales is perceived, and you are continuing to let people know that it is actually, in fact, manipulative and unethical and like all these things. It's like,
if that's how she sells, which she does,
yeah, right.
then yes, it's going to be manipulative.
Right. The way that I look at this is like any tool in the fucking world can be used unethically.
Exactly.
Anything.
In the wrong hands.
In the wrong hands. Like it's all got to do with the intention, right?
Yes.
If you have a gun, for instance, and you are going out hunting and your intention is to catch yourself or dinner for the evening.
Catching a fish.
Right.
Wait, do you catch a fish with a gun?
I don't think so.
deer.
I mean, a gun, let's not use a gun. That's
A spear. You're going spear fishing.
yeah. Or like, let's say a hammer.
Someone's been watching too many Hunting Wives.
I like guns just fresh in my mind. Let's just say a hammer because I use this example all the time.
Okay.
A hammer can be used as a weapon,
Right.
and a hammer can also be used to build a home.
Right.
To hang up a beautiful family picture. It's all got to do with the intent. So if the intent is I'm going to use this sales strategy to get myself some money, I don't give a
Manipulate
fuck
them.
about the person. Yeah, cool, you are a sociopath and you shouldn't be in sales. In fact, you shouldn't be doing anything that
With
is
people.
with people. Exactly. But if you are there to serve someone and if you are there to literally hold a door open, to help them to move, to facilitate a change within them, that's fucking big and really hard. Tell me what part of that is not genuine?
Yeah.
And why is there shame attached to you making 10% from them wanting to change? You did your fucking job. Your job is to facilitate a change.
No, again, that's a whole different episode because that's shame is a whole different frequency that we can tap into.
Right.
Because you're doing the work, you should be paid for the work. You should be lovingly accepting that money for doing the work.
Exactly. You held that door open. You led the way. You literally showed them the path. They stepped into the
It's just
next
a monetary
level.
reward for you being a good person because you're coming from the place of service.
Yeah.
Right? Again, different story like Brooke is saying though, if you're coming from the opposite end.
Exactly. And then that's the thing. So if we go back to mistake number 2, convincing, not leading. Yeah. You need to check yourself.
Yeah.
You need to actually listen to your call. How much of your call is convincing?
Check yourself before you wreck yourself. You better check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Yeah.
What?
I was like, I don't know this song, but I'm just going to
What do you mean? This is your era
check yourself.
calling you out here. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. This is definitely Leo energy.
Yeah.
We're all on show.
The gas, the gas is coming up.
It's a Coke Zero for me. Oh, fuck. So obviously opposite of that then is obviously showing up as the leader.
Right.
Showing up as the leader, asking the questions. What are your problems? What is it that you actually want? And then I'll let you know if what we do is going to be good, if I think this is actually going to help you.
Yeah. And let's like talk about what a leader does. Because a lot of people have never had to lead.
Right.
So like, what is a good leader in your eyes, in your opinion?
Someone who lovingly leads the way from the front, but then doesn't keep going, turns around to make sure that others can follow.
Yeah.
And that they understand the steps and the way to get there and then continues.
Right.
That to me is a great leader. You?
Yeah, no, same. It's like the footsteps are laid.
Yeah.
It's like, I've done it. Follow this path. To me, that is a great leader. Or a calm authority. Someone who has your best interest. And that can't be faked.
No.
That is an energy.
Yeah.
And that's what we're talking about, that love frequency.
Yeah.
It's like if you are in love, not in love romantically, but if you love someone, you deeply serve them.
Exactly.
And that means you will lead them.
Yeah.
You will guide.
Love
you
thy
won't
neighbor, baby.
convince.
No, that's it.
Right.
Number 3.
Number 3. Now, I'm a bit torn about this one.
Oh.
Because we're talking about 3 mistakes that I see, right?
Okay.
I actually am going to do the one that I was torn about because I think this happens all the time. We don't make the consequence of an action real.
Me, got no words. I did a whole session today. And you know what, 15 girls showed up. It's in the middle of the day in Australia.
Yep.
But it was the best session. It's the consequence. It's the emotional buy-in. Maybe I got to change it to a different time. But this is where you get the $10,000, the $20,000, the $50,000 buy-in. You need to fucking make it real. And you know what I called the method?
What?
The consequence tax method. Because I'm talking about hidden interest.
Oh,
The hidden interest. What happens when
God.
you don't take a chance on yourself? It's the interest that accumulates, compounds every fucking day, every year, every month that you don't say yes to your dreams. and the closer doesn't call you out on it.
That's it. They either skip the damn question. That's another whole fucking podcast episode.
that's a whole
Do you know how
podcast
many
episode.
times I run, because we have a call analysis, which we put people's calls through. Do you know how many times people skip consequence? I see you. Hello.
The hand behind the couch right now.
It's wild.
Yeah, because it's tough.
It's tough. And because people, and this is the thing again, it's all in how you ask it, right? People feel comfortable already going into that question. How do you think they're going to ask it? Okay, so like, I guess like what happens if you don't?
Are they kind of mumbling then?
Yeah, they're mumbling. They've gone smaller. They're shrinking because they feel uncomfortable.
Right, they're not leading.
Nope. They ask the question. They go, oh, nothing. My wife would say the same.
Okay.
Yep, that rocks them. Okay, great. All right, well, let's talk about what we do.
So it's going to be 10,000. They're like, sorry?
Right. It's because they haven't given them something that they're running away from. There is no scary lion chasing them.
Yeah.
So why the fuck would they take action today?
Today, yeah. Actually, I want to touch on Viv again because she always shows up to the sessions. Like she's just rocking it. And so this particular one, she slayed, and she was actually in the main room. And I got the girls to write like their 3 to 4 sequencing questions on this consequence tax method. And she took her industry that she's closing in, which is health and wellness.
Yeah.
And she was like, so tell me what happens if nothing changes, right? Like, let's talk about the hidden costs here at play. Like, these are her words. And she's like, we're talking about not just you, your kids, your husband, your workplace, the way that you can't show up anymore.
Yourself.
Let's go 6 months down the track. What does your diabetes look like then? 5 years down the track. How many medications are you on now? What happens then? How are you breathing? How do you feel when you get up in the morning?
Oh my God.
She just went boom, 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 boom. And then by the end of it, I felt like I was a woman with diabetes, and I was like, sign me up. It was great. It was great. A consequence, fuck's sake. Sorry, I get so like passionate about this. It's not just supposed to be like, what happens if you don't? Go deep with someone.
Right. It's meant to be your situation worsening.
Exactly.
And you know what? Let's talk about this, because in this industry, there's a lot of opinions around consequence and whether it's ethical or unethical and whether you're putting someone's pain against them and all these things. For me, again, it comes down to the intent.
Exactly.
And like, if your intention is to be like, I'm going to show someone here, I'm going to fuel the fire because I know that's going to help them move, go fuck yourself. There is like,
Exactly.
the intent is positive. You're doing it because you're there to serve them and because they haven't probably thought about it.
Yeah.
There's cost in every decision you make.
Or don't make.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, humans put their head in the sand and we think it's all going to be fine until it's not. It blows up in our face. Closers are just pulling that out before the explosion happens. So don't shit on us because you're too afraid to do it.
Right.
So, but here's the thing. Sorry, right before you go on. I just want to say, like, the reason why I'm so good with consequence with these girls is because what we always do at the end, we lead them to an empowered state. So I don't keep them in pain. I get them to understand the pain. We dig. And then the last question that Viv finishes off on, because I told them how to do this, she's like, so, you know that you don't want to be feeling like that, right? Right. How would you like to be feeling instead? Walk me through that. And then the best one. So she's calling you. Your future self that doesn't have diabetes anymore. She's off the medication. She's running around with her kids. What is she saying to you right now on the phone? What decision is she telling you to make right now? She's telling me to do it. So what are you going to do? Are you going to meet her or are you going to stay stuck? I'm going to meet her. Yeah? Yes.
Sure.
That is the client's decision. And she feels good about it because you know what? She's seen the dark side, but she's also seen the light. And so she chooses the light. So where the fuck is unethical fitting in that?
No.
Nowhere.
It doesn't. I'm absolutely. I've had sales, literally people, recruiters, people who like run their own sales training and tell me if your women sell like by using cost of inaction, I don't want to work with them. And I'm like, okay, why? It's unethical. You're using someone's pain against them. No, honey, it's not at all. You're literally shining a light on it.
Yeah.
You're calling it forward. And what happens when you have a lion chasing you?
Yeah.
What happens?
Are you going to run away?
You're going to run fucking faster. Yeah. You are going to run faster.
Yeah.
So the lion to me is like the cost of like the hidden interest.
Yeah.
That becomes your lion.
Exactly.
You're running as fast as you fucking can away from that because you're running for your life.
Yeah.
You know, like
but that's the thing though. I agree with the people that said that only if you continue to convince someone to do something because of their pain.
Right.
if you continue to bully them with pain.
Yeah.
We're not bullying anyone with pain. We're lovingly holding the door open to both sides so they can choose which path they want to go down.
Exactly.
If they choose the path of consequence, that's on them. I'll lovingly end the call, no problem. That's your decision.
Right. Exactly right. You're not saying things like, but you said that if you don't do this, you're going to die. Like, that to me is unethical. That's actually using their pain against
Do you want to
them.
die?
Yeah. You said though, like, no, our women don't.
No.
Our women don't do that.
I said, you said though. You're having an argument with a 4-year-old?
Yeah, they're boxing each other.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Like literally, it's like jab, 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 duck, duck, duck. Like that's how you feel exhausted.
I used that analogy today. I said our thing as a closer, you'll see people go jab, jab, knockout, right? And then they'll leave them knocked out on the floor. No. Our job is to jab, jab, knockout. They're like, shit. Then we gather them up. We take them to the medical tent. We patch them up and we're like, here's how we dodge that in the future.
Yeah.
That's how I did it.
I love that.
Right?
Yeah, because I often talk about how like objections shouldn't feel like you're in a fucking boxing ring.
Right.
It's not jab, jab. It's like one hit to their face, one hit to your face, one hit to that, because you're going to feel exhausted at the end of that call.
Yeah.
Objections is about being on the same fucking team.
Absolutely.
And like you said, picking them up, taking them to the medical tent, getting them done up. Like they need to feel like you are on the same side as them.
Yeah, damn.
So if you fucking skip consequence, like seriously, what are you doing?
Yeah, you're doing everyone a disservice.
You are. You're doing everyone a disservice. And like that's, for some reason, there's something in you that's feeling uncomfortable.
Yeah. We actually have something to help you with that.
We do.
Yeah, if you want to take it away.
I forget the name. I was like, I know you're going to ask me. And I'm like,
3 plays.
3 sales power plays.
There you go. It's too much of a tongue twister for me.
3 sales power plays.
Say that 3 times fast.
3 sales power plays.
3 sales power plays. 3 sales power.
Anywho, if you want to stop doing and making those mistakes, and look, I lovingly am calling you forward here. It's okay. We've made them too.
Yeah.
I almost made one today.
Yep.
We make them too. But if you want to stop doing them, then you need this resource. The 3 sales power plays. It's cheap.
It's here for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, get on that horse. Giddy up.
Giddy up.
Giddy up. All right. And we'll see you inside the 3 sales power plays so that you can lovely hold the door open and not make these mistakes ever again.
Yeah, that sounds pretty. That sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
And it will make you more money.
Hell yeah. It'll help more people, baby. Let's go.
That's it.
Cheers.
Cheers.